Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is September 11th, 2024. It is a Wednesday. Tonight's coffee is Hazelnut Mocha from Pete's brand. Once again, it is a yumminess. Laurel says, good evening. Sounds good and looks good. Fantastical. Awesome. I see you didn't have any problems today. You made the show early. I am not feeling good. I got a bug or something. Was not a good day. Good coffee, though. It is September 11th. Oddly enough, I didn't see a whole lot of things on September 11th hit my feed today. Don't tell me it's gotten forgotten. Because it never should be forgotten. Let's see here. Analytics on. Okay, got a couple folks. Mr. Gus may or may not join the show. He's up at camp. Laurel says, my friends hit it pretty hard on my page. Oh, good. Good. Did you see any of the commentators or any of the actual content pushers out there? Were they hitting it? Because like I said, I didn't notice it. Let me hit my home feed here and take a look. Scroll down through. Yeah, I don't see anything. And that's odd. She says not a whole lot. Most were last night. And see you can do both. I did both. I'm a small guy. I don't even have a whole crew. And I was able to hit on both. So I don't know what they're doing. But I posted up I was rip-roaring mad last night. I had to stop commenting. I had posted, maybe 3 or 4 comments. I think 3 or 4, something like that. No more than 4, maybe 3. This is my last one. I am not going to comment. And I sat and I just watched the rest of the debate. What a shit show that was. Laurel says she was pissed last night. Yeah. Oh. I couldn't believe. And you had to have known it was going to happen. It's like I don't think anybody could have known that it would have happened to that degree. Did I think they were going to be biased? Yes. Did I think that they were going to maybe do a little tomfoolery? Yes. I didn't think it was going to be a freaking tag team, a 3-on-1. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And anybody who says that I knew it was going to be that bad, you're a lying sack. There's no way. There's no way that anyone could have predicted it would have been that bad. There's a thought going out now about Kamala and her earrings because she was wearing clip-ons. And there are Nova H1 audio earrings that look damn near like those. Now, she could have been getting the signal. I don't know yet. Laurel says not to the degree they were. I would have bet my last dollar that she had every damn question. I have no doubt about that. But to be fair, you kind of had to know most of the questions anyways. Not a big deal. I said, I don't care. Go ahead, give them the questions and don't give me the questions. She had canned responses and she just rattled it off. Didn't answer the questions. But yeah, the claims are out there that she had an earpiece. Now, she may or may not have. I would have to go back and examine the video and really, really watch her face, watch her eyes, watch her eyes. I didn't notice any weird eye movement because usually when you're getting piped in, your eyes will move a little bit and it's just not right. I didn't notice that, but it is weird that she would wear clip-ons though. Laurel says she's been practicing getting coaching. Yeah, and she like the high school drama student, she overplayed. I was listening to some commentators before the show, and I had to turn them off. And one lady was like, "It's just funny." One lady was that she came on, and she was a Democrat, and she said, what Kamala needs to do is be dismissive of Trump and minimize him. Another lady came on 2 people after, and she was Democrat too. She says, the things people don't like about Donald Trump is he minimizes women and dismisses them. It's like, so, okay, you're saying that Kamala Harris has to do the exact same thing that you are claiming that Donald Trump does. And it's okay that Kamala does it, but it's not okay for Trump to do it. Stop it. Stop it. These people, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. Crazy. That's the same way as Kamala and her experts, her financial experts. Oh, they say this and that. They say everything. These are the same ones that said that we weren't in a depression or in a recession. Then they're the ones that say we were heading for a recession. Then there were the ones, saying that it was because of the Biden policies that were, it's like they're all over the place. These experts ride the winds and they can't be trusted. Every time somebody says, the experts say, no, I wasn't born yesterday. I'll look at the data and I'll figure it out. Am I a fan of tariffs? No, I'm not. I understand their purpose. However, what ended up happening is we had a lot of tariffs under Trump, and most of them stayed in place. It didn't affect the price of our goods. The danger could be that it could. It's a valid concern. It could. But as it was shown, it didn't. We didn't get 20% rises under tariffs. Yet look at the cost of goods under inflation, and they went through the ceiling. So again, I'm not a big fan of tariffs. I understand their place, but you got to be honest about what they're going to do and what they're not going to do, what they might do, and what they didn't do. So, yeah, it was all a bunch of malarkey. My legs. You're going, that's a weird segue. Malarkey to legs. Man, my legs itch. You're like, well, John, why do your legs itch? Well, I went over the property. Saturday. Make sure it was all working. Getting the flow to the house. Because Friday I had all the plumbing done inside the house. And then I still wasn't getting it. I told you folks what it was. It was a pinhole leak up at the well. So when it would draw, I could push water and it was fine. Well, because it's pushing it past the pinhole leak. Draw water from the house, 1/4 mile away, and the pump will draw the path of least resistance, which is that little pinhole leak. So it starts out fine, and then it eventually fills the line up with water to the point where it's not drawing water anymore. Well, I figured out what the problem was. It was a pinhole leak, so I fixed it. So that was on Saturday. Man, my legs itch. Didn't notice it. But me and my young'un, well, we got tagged but good. We got tagged but good. She got more around her ankles, but I wear my boots, so I can't get the ankles. We didn't notice until about last night. Last night? No, not last night. Oh, man, my nose itches. Sunday night. Today's Wednesday. Sunday night. And our legs heated up, especially going towards the evening time. And then all the skeeter bites, they get, hey, we're here. It's like, oh, you sums of bitches. I counted them today. Anybody out there want to take a guess? I asked the missus too. I said, and she had seen my legs. How's about a guess on how many bites I got on my legs? It's only on my legs, and not on my shoulders, not on my arms or my hands, or just on my legs. She says at least 50. Well, close. I stopped counting at 30. It's like, holy shit. It's like, you son of a bench. Oh, my goodness. Look like I've been attacked. Back behind the knee and the inner thighs and upper thighs and down the calf. It's like, yeah, John, that about describes what a leg is. Yeah, they hit my leg, but they didn't get around the ankles. Man, that shit. I got 30 plus. I don't know how much over 30 I stopped counting. Probably not much more. But yeah, that's man. Yeah, the itches. Them damn things. It's like, why are they in the woods? I understand it's moisture. And it's boggy up in Vermont. And the well is a spring well. So yeah, there's water. Where there's water, you get skeeters. But skeeters got to eat. It's like, what are they doing? There ain't enough critters out there for them to eat. Well, they're like, well, John, that's why you got tagged 30 plus times. Lord Almighty. Oh, goodness gracious. It's just horrible. So my realtor went to the property yesterday just to make sure. And I walked her through how to turn the water on. She had turned 2 valves. It's like, no, just turn one. And she's like, yeah, it's working. It's like, okay, good. That's good. So everything seems to be working good. The young feller that's thinking about buying the property gave an offer. Him and his inspector will be there. His inspector and his realtor is going to be there tomorrow to do the home inspection. And like my realtor said, it isn't a to-do list for the seller. It's so you know what you need to take care of if something needs to be taken care of. It's not a to-do list for me. You're buying a rehab. And you're not going to be able to buy a rehab with that much property in that price range, in that location. You're getting a good deal. But his realtor is being a kind of a weird person, kind of flexing. And they wanted to know what I did with the plumbing, and they wanted to have the invoice for the work I had done. And it's like, you don't need the invoice. You just need to know that the plumbing is working. That's all you need to know. So his realtor told my realtor, yeah, well, the lending folks, they want to know this. And my realtor's like, well, shoot me off an email showing me where the lender wants to see the invoice, and we'll see what we can do for you. Well, see, the thing is, I don't even have an invoice. The work was done on Friday. Yeah, Laurel says, bullshit. Yeah, the work was done on... What if I didn't do any work? You're still testing whether or not there's water to the house. That was the stipulation. There had to be water running to the house. Now, not only is water running to the house, but it's running throughout the house. Because I replaced all the busted pipes. I had replaced all of the valves. I redesigned the water flow downstairs to make more sense so I can push water in, shut the water off to the pump. Push it past the pump into the reservoir. I got a 50-gallon drum there. It's filled with water now. Just in case they lose power and he still needs to flush toilets and stuff. Because the water flow from the well, the gravity feed isn't very good. It sucks really nice with the pump, but gravity feed isn't very good. So I've got it set up so if the power goes out and they lose for some reason, they lose the ability to, such as, I don't know, there's air in the line or something like that, and he needs to use the toilet or something. He can pull from the 50-gallon drum, so whatever. Yeah, Laura says it's a rehab. No, it's not. It's not a hard concept to understand. Okay, the rehab, you're going to do some wall work, you're going to do some sheetrocking, you're going to fix some leaks if there's some leaks. You're going to upgrade your electricity if it needs upgrading. There's things you're going to do. So the inspection's tomorrow, and the septic inspection is, I think, next Thursday. So I think they're about a week apart. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. You're going to just, okay, well, it's working. It's working. There's no leaks. It's working. So that's that. He could move in and within 2 weeks be livable there. That doesn't mean that all the problems aren't taken care of, but it's livable, because all it needs to be done to be livable is he needs a propane tank or natural gas, either or, and they deliver it. I just couldn't keep it going because I couldn't justify. I'd have to have at least $150 to $200 a year. It's like, I'm not living there, so why should I pay you this when I'm not using the propane? So they took the propane tank back. So he needs a propane tank. Get that hooked up. He can either replace the stove or use the stove. The stove works. It's just an old stove, but he could replace it. He could replace the stove and use an electric stove. He can use the refrigerator that's there. It works. It's just old. Or he can replace it. And that can be done within 2 weeks of him taking possession of the property. And the furnace works. It's got 3/4 of a tank full of oil, so he won't need oil. He won't need oil for February, if not longer. Huge tank. So he needs to retape some of the joints in the sheetrock, remud them, and paint, and get furniture in there. That's it. And it's workable. I didn't even mention about the damn kitchen light. The kitchen light that you got to flip the switch. It's those round ones. They're like tubes, but they're round, and there's 2 of them. It's an old one. And you flip the switch and the light doesn't come on. I didn't think, oh, shit, I guess it's blowing bulbs. No, the bulbs are fine. You got to find that spot. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, got to find that spot. And it's like, ooh, it's flickering. Okay, then you go really quick. Once it starts to flicker, and you turn it off and back on, and the lights come on. Done. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that. Because you know what? If he wants to replace the whole thing, he can do it. It's a rehab. It's a rehab. But it's livable. Throw some rugs on the floors. Done. I'm leaving the 1950s diner style kitchen table and a couple chairs. Ain't the original diner chairs. That would have been really nice. Although most people don't like those. But they're wooden chairs. So there's a couple. He has table and chairs there. You just need to put bed and bureaus in there and in the bedroom, and move a chair or living room set or something. It's livable. Within 2 weeks, he can be living in it. Doesn't take you that long to do everything that I said need to be done. And then you work on the rest. There was two fellers, my father and another feller, living there. It's a livable place. I wouldn't want to live there, and you know the story behind that. But yeah, it's a nice first home for a young guy. So yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. It's like, man, that other realtor, there's no need to do what they're doing. And my realtor's like, yeah, you don't want to piss them off. No, you don't want to piss them off. But hey, cool your jets. It ain't their freaking house. It's my house. You're getting a good deal on it. I worked the water issue. I took care of that. Crazy. So what's everybody else doing? So that's what I'm doing now. I've been nervous. I've been feeling sick all day. It's not my nerves though. That's because I don't, my body doesn't do that when I'm nervous. Got something running through me. Don't know what it is. But I got that extra, please just don't make things any more difficult than they need to be. I've been working my ass off over there. And yeah, like I said, I haven't even got an invoice from the plumber yet. Well, sometimes they bill once a week. Sometimes they bill once a month. I don't know how he's got it scheduled. I just know I needed the work done on Friday, and it was done on Friday. That's all I know. That's good enough for me. Delicioso. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I mean, hell, the driveway's been all, I don't know what they call it, shore pack. It's fine stone. Been laid in all the way from the foot of the driveway on up. It's got a good long driveway. It's been all done, so ain't going to get washed out. Top of the driveway's been all done up, so it's not all muddy come spring. It's been done up. Donna says, what kind of fruit are you drinking tonight, John? No fruit. This is hazelnut mocha from Pete's brand. This is the one I said was like nutty hot chocolate. Welcome to the show. Donna, you got yourself a new truck, didn't you? Get yourself a new truck. I've been planning, so hopefully before wintertime I'll have a truck again. Now, what'd you get? You get a Chevy? I think you got a Chevy, didn't you? I think you had a Chevy. Yeah, 22 Silverado. Yeah, I'm looking at a 21 GMC Sierra High Country package. Yeah, I'm looking at a 21 GMC. Same thing. They just look a little different. They got the same engine, same transmission, stuff like that. So I ain't getting the top of the line. I ain't getting the bottom of the line either. Got a lot of factors to do go in there. How many miles and what's it look like and what packages is, what's the going price. So I hate spending money. I do, but I'm in needing a truck. So Got my eye on one. Keep my fingers crossed. Need the house sold first, though. Need the house sold first. Yep. You've got 6,000 miles on it now? Holy crap. Well, yeah, the truck I'm looking at has a might bit more than 6,000 miles on it. Yeah. See, I don't want to make payments, so I want to be able to pay off Zippy and get the truck and get them both paid for without eating up all the money. So we'll see. Again, I'm frugal. John is frugal. John knows how to make the money stretch. Speaking of that, if folks would like to help donate, there's a link in the description of the show. You can do a one-time donation, or you can set up a monthly, and that helps all things. It takes care of my Zoom meeting room for folks. It takes care of a lot of the stuff that I need to run. Laurel says, wow, mine already has 6,000 on it. I got it in March. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't drive. You drive back. You drive up to New York, don't you there, Laurel? It had 4,100 on it. That's still pretty low. Wow, that's good. That's good. I have no idea how much I'm going to put on the truck. Zippy would still do the majority of our driving around. She says, yeah, she drives it to New York and Georgia. Yeah, so it gets a lot more miles. Now, what kind of truck you got there, Laurel? I know Judy wanted me to get a Chevy. That's a Chevy GMC, same damn thing. It just looked different. What are you driving there? Laurel. Donna says, I gave my 2003 Highlander to my grand. Let's get up underneath here. To my grand. Stop that. To my granddaughter. I had almost 69,000 on it. Yeah, that's still good. That's still good. You know, up until recently, I never bought a vehicle that didn't have damn near 100 or over 100,000 on it. And then I ran that until it was dead. Laurel says a Ram 2500 diesel. Wow. How's your brakes? What year is that? What year is that, Laurel? '23, yeah. I'm hearing they like to eat up brakes. they like to eat up brakes. I think a lot of people don't. They just don't use good brake economy anyways. But yeah. Donna says, "Big dog, big dog." I was looking at a Dodge Power Wagon. It was I think 2018. Like, no, I want a little bit newer vehicle, a little lower to the ground. I'm not going to take it off road. I just need a work truck. Plus, you know, the bigger tires. It's like, man. Yeah, I'd like to do that, but there's a big difference. If you go from like a 31, and most of them come around 31. You go up to a 35 or a 37, and you're going to notice it. You're going to get worse fuel economy. Excuse me, and it's going to cost you more to replace your tires. And hey, I'm not going off road. It's not an off road rig. I just need something to carry stuff around when I need to carry it around. Laurel says, where I live, I use up brakes, hilly and twisty. Yeah. Like I said, that was the biggest complaint that I saw looking into them. They're like, yeah, they like to eat up brakes more than the other ones. I know. There you go. But no, I'm not gonna mod things. I'm not gonna mod the truck. Whatever I get, as long again, get the house sold first. But I like to plan ahead. I don't like to wait. Then, oh shit, now I got to do all my research. No, get that all out of the way. That's the direction I'm going. Wayne says, hey, Wayne, how you doing? Hey, 1993 Chevy Suburban Silverado. Yeah, well, you already talked about that on the last show. Laurel says, when I replace the brakes, I get good ones with warranty. Yeah. You going ceramics? I always tell people, go ceramics. Don't go steel. Just go ceramics. Pay a little bit extra. You'll thank yourself. No brake dust. And Wayne says, does everything I need to do. Yeah, I've run, Laura says usually, yeah. I've run SUVs, and they tend to, but, man, there's just times I just need it. I need a pickup. It's just easier, so I get to pick up. Throw a rack on the back. I'm going to get one that I can bolt down C-clamp channel clamps instead drilling holes. It doesn't need to be top of the line. It just needs to be enough. They all hold about 800 pounds anyways, no matter whether you get name brand or non-name brand. I just want to be able to take the racks off if I ever need to without leaving holes in the bed rails. So it's like, oh, yeah, this is a good idea. Because most of the time, it's just going to be ladders, 2x4s, canoe. And the canoe's light as shit. You know that. It doesn't weigh anything. So it's not a weight issue. And throw the kayaks in the bed and then throw the kids in the truck and let's go. It's going to be a whole lot easier. But yeah. Lord, it's been, since I've had a pickup, Lord, it's been... it's been over 25 years since I've had a pickup, and I've needed one. I've made do. Hey, when we had the minivan, boy, you'd be surprised what you can do with the minivan if you set your mind to it. That's the same way with the Suburban. If you set your mind to it, you can use it for a lot. Some things are limited in how tall of an item you can put in it standing up, and yeah. You get a pickup truck, you can put like dressers standing up in the back. You don't have to lay them down. It's a whole lot easier. Laurel says, my son put the running boards on it, and I had a sprayed-in bed liner done. Yeah, this should be my last vehicle I buy. Well, that's good. Still need to get the window tint done? Yeah, trucks I'm looking at, they're already tinted. Got the nice power back window. Yeah, it's cool. It'll be a nice truck. New to me. But, yeah, that'd be good to have a truck and Zippy paid off. Then go with just liability insurance. No car payments. Laurel says, I need darker because of the sun and the heat here. Yeah. No, I hear you. Yep. Sorry about that. Tired and sick. I'm sick and tired. John is sick and tired. Literally today. But I didn't want to cancel the show. Hey, Wayne, you check out my op-ed about the shit show last night? It was better to wait to the next day to write it. My colorful language and quite harsh superlatives would not have been fit for general consumption. I was ripping last night. But they've already started polling, and guess what? Trump's taking a bump. Kamala didn't take the bump. Kamala's losing. She's either staying steady or she is losing. Trump has got a bump. Wayne said, I saw that. There was a 3-on-1 ambush. Yeah, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Even, it was so bad that anybody that was halfway honest, even if they thought that she won, knew exactly what the deal was. Right. He says ABC is getting huge negative remarks about the bias. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. And that doesn't just reflect on ABC News. It reflects on all of legacy media. There we go. Just riding forward. There we go. It reflects on all of legacy media. And then they fact-checked him 4 times, didn't fact-check her at all, and her whole entire time was nothing but lies. And their fact-checks were wrong. Don't, if you're the moderator, stay out of it. Just ask the questions and let them talk. Yep. If I was Trump, I wouldn't do another. Some people are saying that Kamala's requesting one because she thought that she lost. No, I think she's requesting because she thought she won. And she thinks that she can further swamp Trump, but she didn't swamp him. Donna says it's amazing how they think we're stupid. Yeah, it's insulting. It's absolutely insulting. Well, the problem is, to be honest, the average American is stupid, and we have seen that. We saw it all through Rovid. You know, Black Lives Matter. The average person is stupid. They're not looking for news. They're looking for confirmation bias. That's it. They've got these ideas in their head, and as long as the mainstream media has given them that idea, you know, confirming that, then they're happy. Wayne says, did they ever ask her a straight outright question, or was all to do? No, they sort of asked her a couple, sort of questions, but she didn't answer any of them. And then they didn't follow up. They followed up with Trump every single time. They didn't follow up with her. Like, yeah, there you go. There you go. What a shit show. Laurel says they say that the younger people will vote for her. Not from what I've been. No, because I saw more. Yeah, Gen Z, the younger folks. Gen Z were supportive of Biden the last election. 60% went to Biden. Right now they're polling at right about, I think it's below 50%. Just below 50%. And then the rest is divided between Biden and undecided or others. They've lost. They've lost some of the lower generation. They're not gaining it. Yeah, are they still more likely to vote for Kamala? Yeah. But it's about perspective. If they peel off 10, 20% off the top, it's a loss for them. It's not a gain. It's a loss. So, yeah, they ain't getting it. We saw the exodus from them even before Kamala was the nominee. Then they just got a little bump. She got a bump because she was new and she wasn't Trump. And they were like, oh, shit, I can actually vote for somebody that is not mentally incapacitated. Now, she's stupid, but she isn't mentally incapacitated, and we don't have to vote for Trump. So there you go. Most of her votes is the anti-Trump vote. It's not because they like her policy. Well, hell, half of her policy is Trump stuff, and the other half is Biden stuff. It's fine. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not Biden, and I'm not Trump. No, but as Trump pointed out, a bunch of her policy on her policy page on her website is directly from Biden's policy page. And when I say directly, the source code is exactly the same. They cut and pasted the source code. Are you sure about that on the stupid or mental? Yeah, she's not. What I'm saying is she's not She's not moronic. She's not like 80 IQ. She's stupid. And she's an opportunist. She's a grifter and an opportunist. Laurel says they forgot to take out Biden name on one of them. Wouldn't surprise me. I didn't look at them all. I've heard what all of her policies are anyways, and it's bullshit. And she wants to talk about how the economists said that Trump's plan would cost. It's like, yeah, and those same ones, I guarantee you, they're saying you can't do price fixing. You can't do this shit. Did you see where Alan Dershowitz left the Democrat Party? Yeah. He was tired of their anti-Jewish crap. Yeah. It's like, when are you people going to learn? How's about another darling? I don't mention her name very often, but y'all know what I think about her. Miss Candace Owens. She stepped in it now too, because she went on a huge ass anti-Jewish tirade the other day. Oh shit! She tried to play it off as if when she left the Daily Wire, tried to play it off as if it was another the Jews were out to get her, and she was just critical of Israel. So therefore, it's like, no, she's been stirring the pot, and she is anti-Jew. She's not anti-Israel. She's anti-Jew. Wayne said she had the gall to accuse Trump of being anti-Semitic. Who, Candace Owens? Yeah, Candace Owens is like, Jesus. She went after Gad Saad. And claiming that the Jews are running a pedophilic agenda. It's like, oh, stop. Oh, Camel Toe, Kamala? Yeah. Yeah, Kamala, she's stupid anyways. Like that. Yeah, here we go. Well, you just said she wasn't stupid. Yeah, you know what I meant. You know, she's a typical Democrat, Marxist. You know, he shouldn't, and he brought that up, that she was a Marxist and her father was don't bring her father into this. Yes, her father is a Marxist, and he was a Marxist economic scholar. He was a teacher, professor. Yes. Don't bring her father in. It doesn't mean anything. Talk about her policies. She's a Marxist by policy, not because her father. Well, her father helped in that, but that's not what makes her a Marxist. So stick with that. He missed. Yeah, I was disappointed in Trump. He did okay. Trump was Trump. I don't like his mannerisms of speaking. He follows squirrels. He fell for the ego pushes. Wayne says the apple never falls far. Well, yes and no, because I tell you what, if you knew my father and you knew me, you'd go, yeah, no. No. So it depends. That's why I say, yeah, you can sort of look at stuff and it can have an influence, but you can choose to go a different path. So I'm always leery of, let's just focus on the person. I find that easier. Less things to get tripped up in. Say, okay, whatever her father is, whatever. I know what she is. I was a middle class. You were upper middle class. You know, she was not a working gal. She wasn't from a working gal family, working dad and working mom. Both of her parents were professionals. One was a doctor, one was a professor. Yeah, that's not what most people grow up with. Stop. But yeah, Candace Owens, she gonna watch the shining star fall. I tried to warn people. She went from a radical leftist who wasn't being able to make money doing it to suddenly being the black chick conservative. And she became the darling of the right. And I try to tell people, She ain't what you think she is. Stop it. She ain't what you think she is. Not a working gal. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I stand corrected, Wayne. Kamala Harris was a working gal. Laurel says, I quit following Candace last year. Good. I think last year she started to show her true colors, no pun intended. Started to show them a little bit more. But I've been warning people, and I tried not to. So for years, I just sit back and I just, whenever it came, those who follow the show know that I've made mention, but I didn't get into it. It's like, yeah, there's some darlings on the right. They ain't really conservatives. Candace Owens. Candace Owens is an opportunist, and she is a bitch du jour. She is one piece of work. She is about Candace Owens is what she's about. Remember, hey Laurel, remember when she started doing that modeling shit? I think it was right when she started working with Daily Wire, and then suddenly she was doing these like high profile type photo shoots and trying to make her look like a model and all this other shit. It's like, yeah, here we go. There's nothing wrong with being presentable. She was Candace. Yes, sir. She's a snake, that one. Vaguely, yeah. I was just, she's a tender spot with the Cowboy, so I tended to notice things. It's like, oh. And I knew that the fit wasn't right between her and the Daily Wire. It's like, yeah, that ain't a good fit. But I knew that Steven Crowder wasn't a good fit with the Daily Wire either, and I stopped following him with that shit. I never liked Steven Crowder. I thought that he was a bloviating egomaniac that liked to bully people, just like his father. And as time comes out, you find out, yeah, that's how he ran his show. Talk about, for the helping the little guy, and he's got people working for nothing. His interns don't make shit, and then they all got to sign basically their lives away and shit. It's like, yeah, Steven, you're full of shit. Now he does good work. I'll grant him that. I just can't follow his content anymore because I don't like him. He's a scumbag. Yeah, that's right. Steven Crowder, you're a scumbag. What's it going to hurt me? Going to take some of my viewership? Please, I got 5 people. I don't have to play nice so that somebody doesn't come after me. No, fuck it. No, please do. Please do. Hey, Steven Crowder, you got a problem with me calling you a scumbag? Slime ball? You go ahead and get in touch with me. Please, I could use the publicity. I could use the publicity. You can say whatever the hell you want about me. Go ahead. Get mean. Get nasty. Get dirty. Go ahead. I can use the publicity. But y'all know that's not why I said it. I don't shake the tree just to get attention. I say what's on my mind, and I say what I think is true. I guess a feller didn't like that I posted up that Taylor Swift has endorsed Kamala Harris. No, the media, the news, this is nice. This stop being the news. It's like, look. I'm a social and political commentator. I give 2 shits about her, though. But she's the hot topic. As soon as when she made that announcement right after the debate, every agency out there and every talking head was posting up about it. So I had to post up about it. There's some things I don't post up about. That I had to post up. This is what I think. This is what she said. Have a nice day. Why? Algorithms. People commented on it. People looked at it. I get paid by the algorithms. Laura says it made me laugh. Yeah. It was like, wait a minute. You just showed what an idiot you are. You tried to sound all smart. No, you did your research. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just waited for the right opportunity. Why didn't you come in before the debate and say that you endorsed Kamala Harris? Talk about the AI. Oh, there's an AI out there that says that's been out. You could have addressed that before. You didn't. You waited until after the debate because woman power. Yeah, boy. Kamala Harris, though, she was simply insufferable. She did herself a lot of harm with her mugging for the camera. And she was going to try to trip up Trump so that Trump would interrupt her, and she ended up doing it herself. Trump had, hey, I'm talking now. Sound familiar? Overconfident. Why? Because she had the moderators working for her. They were all tag teaming, so she had a ego boost beyond belief. And they never called her on anything that she said. Again, first question out of the gate. Do you think that people are better off financially today than they were when Trump was in office? She didn't answer the question, and they didn't get back to her and go, could you answer that question? They did that with Trump all night. When he went off topic, hey, you want to answer the question? They didn't do it with her once. Yummy. Again, hazelnut mocha from Pete's Coffee. Wayne says they were saying she had an earpiece too, one that only available for government agents. One that is on. Yeah, no. I don't know who's saying that, but there's a product out on the market right now. Any person can get it. It looks just like what she was wearing. It's a clip-on with a pearl. It's a standard product, and it runs Bluetooth. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up a picture of that. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I'll pull this up. The stories we're saying isn't available. Yeah, it does. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Because there you go. I put it up on screen. This product right here, the Nova audio earrings, are clip-on pearl earrings that double as headphones. They look damn near like what she had for the debate. So it doesn't need to have to, what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be this special thing that's only available for the government when there's a civilian product already on the market that does the same damn thing and looks like she was wearing. It's up on screen. See if I can, let's see if this gets bigger. No, it didn't really get bigger, but got rid of the article. But there it is. Yeah, they're Nova audio rings. Audio earrings is what they're called. They're clip-on. That's at least what she had on one side. I'd have to check she wore her hair heavy on the other side. She likes to tuck behind one side, so we don't know I don't know. I'd have to go through and see the video again to see what she had in her other ear. But like I said, this product is available to the general public. You can go, Laurel says, looks pretty damn close. Right. You can go and you can buy this yourself. Wayne, why don't you get yourself a pair? You tell people it's your new pirate earrings. Now, I'm not saying that that's what she had, but clearly she didn't need to have some fancy high-tech, only the government has it. When there's a product just like it on the market for civilians. Sometimes people try to dig too deep. They think too hard. Too hard. Oh, it's got conspiracy this and oh, this special. No. A lot of times it ain't that deep. Ain't that deep. I don't wear earrings. I'm a dude. I'm a dude. I got a pierced ear, my left ear. I haven't worn an earring in ages though. If I can still feel the channel. Bet you I could put one in. Usually wore like a gold stud or a silver stud. Sometimes a little gemstone. But that was out a good many years ago, a long time ago. Left ear. So John's making a point of saying left ear. Yeah, nowadays it doesn't matter. It used to matter. It used to matter. But, yeah. Yipper skipper. Oh, almost an hour in. Eyes are burning. Eyes are burning. But yeah, a lot of times things are just they're not as complicated as people would like them to be. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. In fact, most of the time a cigar is just a cigar. Said I don't have any tats either. Never felt the need. Yeah, I got some tats. I got tat on this forearm, tat on this forearm. But if I just laid my hands out, you couldn't tell because it's on the underside. Got a brand on this side, on the top. I got a brand. I got a tattoo on my chest. Yeah, that's it. Here, here, here. Unless you're Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky. Yeah. Then a cigar. Yeah, well, hey, it's just a multitask. It's multitasking. That's what it is. Yeah, I wrote an article about that. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. I should get that back up too. And people are looking for. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time, yeah. Most of the time, the simplest thing is the most. Wayne says, "Warning: military humor has been triggered." Yeah, no, that's okay. Folks have heard me go off. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But what else? What else we got going on here? Let's go here. Gordon Shumway. Gordon Shumway is heading on out to Springfield, Ohio. Yeah. And Gordon Shumway. You know who Gordon Shumway is. Don't look it up. Who knows Gordon Shumway? Who's he? Gordon Shumway. See if anybody else knows Gordon Shumway. You know who he is. You do, really. As soon as I show you. Yeah, they tried to fact check. Yeah. I'll show you Gordon Shumway. There you go. You ready? Here's Gordon Shumway. Y'all know who that is. Who is that? Alf. Yeah, there you go. Alf is alien life form. So his nickname is Alf. But his name on the show is Gordon Shumway. But yeah, that's Alf. Hey, Alf. Oh. Yeah, Gordon Shumway. He has Trump hair too. He does. He does have Trump hair. Excuse me. Yep. But yeah, when they try to fact check him and say, oh, well, the mayor says that, I don't care what the mayor says. He eats cats too. Exactly. That's why I say he's going to Springfield. Yeah. I'm going to Springfield. Hey, here they got some good cats there. I guess the sheriff or chief of police, I forget which one it is, told the press that, oh, I hadn't Laurel, he does. Alf eats cats. They're a delicacy. He loves cats. Yeah. It's a running joke on the show. He loves eating cats. But yeah, just because the sheriff or chief of police or whoever it was that was talking to him said that they hadn't heard any reports, that's so what? Yeah. We contacted the city or mayor and he says, yeah, who cares? Of course the mayor is going to say that. Yeah. So like Trump was saying, well, I've seen the people say this. So you're calling them a liar, I guess, right? Because the mayor says it's not so, yet citizens are coming forward and saying they saw it. Yeah. Okay. Damn, my legs itch. Damn it. Well, those bastards, man, they tagged me. They tagged me. Laurel says, I tend to believe the citizens over the city management. Yeah, or at a minimum, you go, not verified, but this is what's claimed. I'm not going to take anybody's word for it one way or the other. Err on the side of caution. They just wanted to prove Trump wrong on anything that he said. And they've been wrong. Donna says she saw a video with the cops arresting one of them in the process of butchering a cat. Yeah, I didn't see that, but it's like, yeah. It's not unbelievable. The same way with them. Now, some people are saying geese. I heard ducks. I heard that they were hunting ducks at the local ponds and stuff, and they were butchering and cooking them up. It's like, what's hard to believe about that? These people come from a third world country. That's what they do. One with a goose. It wouldn't surprise me, but yeah. Laura says the town I lived in Georgia had a high Hmong community. And we didn't have any stray dogs or cats. Hmong, the mountain people. The mountain people. Hmong. It's Korea, right? With the Hmongs in Korea. Hmong. Yep. Peggy, hey, she says, hi there. Did you see the report about Kamala Harris? Yeah, we talked about that. We just talked about it probably within the last, within the last 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes. Again, and not verified, but it seems mighty peculiar. And I'm very careful what I say on my page, and I'm careful what I say on the show. Mighty peculiar. That's why if I say X, Y, and Z, I'm pretty sure of it. Anything that I'm not sure of, I'd say don't know. But it's mighty peculiar. Yep. But she did not help herself out. Boy, her smugness. Oh, she a real piece of work. Laurel says, damn, have to reboot. Okay, reboot. Remember when you come back. Remember when you come back to slide it all the way to the latest so they don't drop you in 2 minutes earlier, which they do sometimes. Among people. And what else we got here? We got put up the meme about here we go, I'll pop it up for folks. There's a meme I made. And I wrote, the next quote-unquote debate, or the first quote-unquote debate went so well for Kamala and the Democrats that they are eagerly planning the next one. And that's what I came up with that. It's Trump, and these are all, they're all karate people around one center guy, and it's moderator. They got some good memes out there too, where they've changed the faces of pro wrestlers, and they're doing a tag team, and it's the ABC moderator is getting tagged in by Kamala. So you can't make that shit up. They were so bad, not even trying to hide it. It's like, wow. Didn't try to hide it. I want the legacy media to just collapse. Just collapse. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. So what else we got going on? Got housekeeping about my house. Housekeeping about my legs getting... Man, they tagged me. 30-plus mosquito bites. Wow. Itchy. Last night, I couldn't even go to bed until I lotioned my whole damn legs. Both of them with anti-itch cream stuff. I don't know what the hell it is. The missus is like, it's on your bureau. It's like, okay. Peggy says, once upon a time, I liked David Muir, but he sold his soul a long time ago. Yeah. He was a real piece of work. I haven't liked anybody they've had in the legacy media for probably a good 30 years. Oh, goodness. But, yeah. What a show. Peggy says yes. Yes, what? Yes, what? Was it a piece of work? Or that I haven't liked anyone in the legacy media for 30 years. Oh, goodness. It totally went down when it was the COVID stuff. It'd been coming. They've been supporting liberal causes. It was when they were lying about BLM, and that was right before COVID, and there was an overlap there. It was like, yeah, well, they're just douchebags, but when they're lying about COVID and everything, yeah. Not cool. Was not copacetic. We got a bunch of people watching. Hey, just come on in, say hey. Type up. First time on the show, say hey. My first time. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous. We're sitting down here. My name is Bob. It's my first time on the show. I'm plugged in from Georgia. Utah. Say, hey. And I can ask you, hey, how'd you hear about the show? Did it just pop up in your feed? Or speaking of that, man, they've been doing it. Facebook's throttling my shit again. Throttling it down. I pay attention. I pay attention to how much each of the types of posts, each post, what type of post it is, how it's getting out there. And they've been throttling me down. Laurel says, I can't remember the last time I watched mainstream media. I even quit watching local news. Even our local Fox station has been spewing the written script. Yeah, it's terrible. See, the thing is remember when you only had one channel? You didn't know. Now you can flip and you can see. It's like you're all saying the same stuff, the exact same lines, word for word. Stop it. That's the same here. Yep. We had our primaries here in New Hampshire the other day. So we're going to see who's going to be on the ticket come November. Hey, Judy. Welcome to the show. We talked shit about you earlier. You're going to have to watch from begin to hear. No, I think the only thing I said about you was that you said I needed a Chevy. Need a Chevy. So, no, I'm getting a GMC. Looks like. Same thing. I keep saying it. Same thing. Same thing. They don't look the same. Same thing. Same drivetrain, same engines. So, we got different skins, different seats. She says, I stand by that. Yes, it's basically all the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, my last pickup was the 87 GMC step side. Beautiful truck. Put it next to the Chevy, and you couldn't tell the difference unless you looked at the grill and the badging. It's the same damn truck. Yeah, one's got Chevy bow tie stamped on the back tailgate, and one's got GMC stamped. Yeah. Could be built on the same line. A lot of times they are, at least part of the process. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Now the visuals, you can tell a GMC from a Chevy by looking at it. Really quick now, because again, their fronts are different, the headlights are a little bit different, their tail lights are different. Where it used to be, they were the same damn truck. You just replace the tailgates and do this and do that, and different grill, using the same headlight, same tail lights, but yeah, different logo on the steering wheel. Drove my Chevy to the levee. I talked about that. The levee is a bar. The levee is a bar. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. See, most people think it's talking about water. It's not, because a levee is a levee. No, it's a bar. It was dry because they shut the bar down, so it was closed. A lot of people misunderstand the words to that song. Drinking whiskey in rye. People think it's drinking whiskey and rye. Well, rye is fucking whiskey. Doesn't make sense that way. If you're a whiskey drinker, drinking whiskey and rye? Rye is whiskey. No, drinking whiskey in Rye. Rye was the name of the town, across from where the bar was. So they went to the bar to get drunk. It was shut down, so they went back across the river, and they sat there, and it's in Rye, and they were drinking whiskey there. So yeah, interesting song. Misunderstood by the masses. Laurel says the Lincoln Corsair and the Ford Escape are built in Kentucky on the same line. Oh, yeah. Yep. Cost effective. Same damn cars. Just change this trim and that trim and maybe this front fascia, and it's the same car. Talked on the other show about how people are saying it like, oh, the Aston Martins look like Fords. It's like, no, the Fords look like Aston Martins. They had a partnership working on stuff, and Ford snagged a bunch of the design elements from the Aston Martins, not the other way around. Yipper skipper. Skipper-de-doo-dah. A bit of a headache. So yeah, Thursday. That's the home inspection. It's like, oh, keep my fingers crossed. Nervous. It's like it shouldn't be this complicated. It's a rehab. It's a rehab. Tonight's coffee, hazelnut mocha from Pete's brand. Tastes like a slightly nutty hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Laurel says, when I was in Minnesota, the Ranger and Mazda were on the same freaking line too. It made me laugh, and people said the Mazda was a better truck. Yeah. Yeah. I cannot speak on that with authority. I just can't. I can't do it. I cannot do it. The Toyota, boy, good truck, reliable truck. I guess now people are, I don't know, they're putting a little bit too much technology in it. They tried to update. It's been lagging in tech through the whole thing, but that part of the reason it was so reliable is because they didn't go with this other crap. Wasn't that when Mazda had the rotary engine? Rotary engine. Yeah, but I don't think they put it in the trucks, did they? I thought they put that rotary in their cars. Let's find out. Mm-hmm. Oh, they did put it in the pickup too. '69 Mazda coupe, '74 Mazda rotary pickup. So I guess it wasn't it was a specific. '74 Mazda Parkway, and the 2003 Mazda RX-8. Yeah, the RX-8 had the. I think the RX-8 had the most attention given to it, if I remember correct. But yeah, that's what they had. That's what they had. Donna says she used one when she worked in white truck. Yeah, again, the 4 vehicles. The '69 Mazda Loose R130 Coupe. The '74 Mazda Rotary Pickup. The '74 Mazda Parkway Rotary. And the 2003 Mazda RX-8. So the RX-8, man, I get a lot of press for that one. Why did it fail? It suffered from poor thermodynamics. It would have slow and incomplete combustion, which resulted in high fuel consumption and bad exhaust behavior. Again, I cannot speak intelligently on that topic. That's just what I'm pulling up. Laura says Mazda had a better trim package, more bells and whistles. 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 You gonna pull them pistols or stand there whistling Dixie? What movie? Come on now. Judy is laughing. I don't know what she's laughing about. What you laughing about? What's that movie? What movie? Ain't nobody going to give me... The Outlaw Josie Wales. Sitting down there in town, he went to the livery to get the supplies. They had the, I think it was three or four fellers, cavalrymen, meet him in town. Yeah. Everything's a movie or a song. Got to keep up. Got to keep up. Yeah. So what else we got going? What else we got going? Throw me a bone, guys. Guys and gals. Guys and gals. Laurel says that was my hubby, not me. Who was your hubby? What are you talking about? Oh, movies and songs. I get it. Movies and songs. Yeah. Everything's a movie or a line from a famous book, but mostly movies and songs. Being to quote movies. Quote, well, yeah. Judy says, I crossed paths with a Democrat today. I had to put her in her place. Did you fill in the hole afterwards? I don't cross paths with, I'm out and about. People usually just give me wide berth, or they're nice. People tend to be nice to me. I don't know why. People like me. People think they got to talk to me about shit all the time. They talk to me. The missus, she's not a big one for talking with random people. We can't go out to the grocery store. Somebody's going to be talking to me. They don't know what I do. They just know. It's that big cowboy guy. Everybody talks to me. Yeah. Laura says I would have loved to have heard that. You're putting that Democrat in her place there, Judy. She started it. I just told her how the cow ate the cabbage and how it tasted too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They say, what's the difference between a Democrat chewing gum and a cow chewing its cud? What's the difference? It's the intelligent expression on the cow's face. Oh, goodness. Cows. Moo. Moo. Donna says Campbell Soup Company is dropping the soup. From the name? They can't be dropping the soup from the lineup. What you talking about, Willis? There we go. Campbell Soup name change. Going to change its name. Why? Oh, because they make more than soup. Better reflect the full breadth. Okay. Well, at least they're not doing it for some woke ass reason. So I'll give them that. That's fine. We've seen other companies in the past do that. We know it as X, but really it wasn't. It was like Frank's Automotive, and they drop automotive out it. It's just, I just threw that out there. I don't know what it is, but, you know, we've seen companies do that. Yep. Man, my eyes are burning. Yeah, Judy was like, I was trying to figure out how the name could be racist. Right. I was like, well, it's soup now. We need to drop the colonizing soup. Yeah. It's like, no, that's okay. Campbell's Company. That's fine. Campbell's Soup Company. They're making more than soup. Okay, I'll grant them that. But soup. We find out that like in some weird obscure language around the world, soup means something racist. Damn them. You know, my aunt used to warn me about that. You know, Jemima. Man, the left just wiped all Uncle Ben's, Aunt Jemima. They just like, look, the Indian off the Land O'Lakes, stop it. Just stop it. You're trying to just scrub all of our... They weren't put on these products as insults. That's what gets me. They're not insults. The United States military, the Army, all of their attack helicopters are named out of Indian tribes. All their helicopters. The Chinook, you know, the Apache. They're names out of tribes. Like, and when a sports team has a like the Redskins or the Chiefs or anything, it's not an insult. Nobody names their shit after something to be an insult. It's an homage. But the left have to screw up. They gotta screw up everything. Screw up everything. Well, they can't do that with Uncle Nearest whiskey because it's owned by a black family. They liked one of my Instagram posts because I had some Uncle Nearest the other day, last week or two ago, had some Uncle Nearest. So they liked my post. Uncle Nearest was what Jim Beam called, I think it was Jim Beam. I don't think it was Jack Daniels. Excuse me. No, Jack Daniels. No. No, Jimmy, it's Basin Hayden, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam is blah, 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 blah. Nathan Nearest Green. The first known African-American master distiller. I wouldn't go that far. Let's see here. You could call him a master distiller because he used to distill whiskey. But, yeah. Oh, it was Daniel. Jasper Daniel started his whiskey, so it wasn't Beam, it was the Daniel family. I got to say, I like the Uncle Nearest offerings touch better than I like the Jack Daniels. I'm not a Jack Daniels fan. I drink Jim Beam products primarily. Out of the two, Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. I got some JD, but I got more Beam products. Judy says, I hope we get back to normal in January. That'd be nice. That would be nice. We got to watch out for the bump because after the election, no matter who wins, there's going to be some shenanigans. Either out of jubilation or out of anger. And all from the same side. So it gets me too, and Kamala was talking about he presided over the biggest attack on democracy since the Civil War. Really, January 6th, all of 5 hours? All of 5 hours? You're going to compare that to the Civil War. Shut the fuck up. And number two, you had race riots in the streets of major cities in the United States for 2 freaking years running where they were burning shit down. So don't talk to me about 5 hour done and gone. Virtually no damage done. The only person who was killed was Ashley Babbitt. Stop it. Stop it. The only thing it did is it temporarily delayed what Congress was going to do. Judy says, I couldn't believe that debate. It was the biggest shit show I ever seen. Yeah, that's why there's no way. I had a shit show. I've been calling it a shit show since last night. There's no other way to call it. Laurel says, and she was raising money to bail thugs out of jail. Right, and Trump pointed that out in the debate, and she denied it. She shook her head no. It's like, bitch, all you got to do is Google it. You can find her tweets where she's going, yes, here, support, send your money here. Yeah. It's like, and she gonna, and the moderator didn't call her on it. It's like, oh, you pieces of shit. You pieces of shit. Crazy. Can't make that up. Can't make it up. Boy, I was downstairs watching. The missus had gone up to bed. I got up there. It was midnight before I got to bed, and I woke her up. I didn't mean to. And I'm like, man, that was a shit show. She's like, yeah, I could hear you. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I was saying some words that were not fit for general consumption. I must admit. So I just had to, as I said, it was about halfway through the debate, I posted up my final post. I am not gonna make another post about this till tomorrow. I'll let you know what I think. I get a bit harsher on my show, but the stuff I put out there is generally it's good consumption. Try to put it in words that people can use and share amongst normal people. Oh, TDA took over a hotel in Texas. Doesn't surprise me. They were taking over the places in Colorado, the apartment complexes. Tren de Aragua. It's the train from Aragua. It's the name of the gang from Venezuela. Venezuela? I think it's Venezuela. TDA gang. Yeah, Venezuela. I don't think that they're as bad as MS-13, but they're not some good fellers. There's not some good fellers. Citizens need to start acting like citizens and taking care of this problem. Plant some potatoes. I've said this before. We need to plant some more potatoes. Judy says that she has grandkids in Aurora. It really bothers me, and the fact that it is pretty close to Oklahoma. Yeah. Well, you got a corridor running up through there. You got a corridor running from Texas, and got another one coming in through New Mexico, and run up through Oklahoma, up through Colorado, through Wyoming, into Montana, and then you got the T going across the top of Montana. It goes, past Helena, so you got like Missoula to Helena and further west or further east, and they got their drug trafficking corridors. General notice out there, if you're out there in Colorado, do not, when you're out there you're just out on the roads, or you're out into the wildlife areas, do not go alone, because the gang activity has been happening out there, and the drug traffickers are out there. There's been incidents. People have sent me information. There's been incidents. Don't let your kids wander off by themselves. You stay with them and you don't go alone. Because we got some issues. It ain't like it used to be, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's sad. And the Biden administration owns this. It's theirs. And that includes Kamala Harris. She tried to flip it both ways. She's going to try to take credit for good shit, but then try to say, I'm not Biden. It's like, no, you can't have it both ways. This isn't, you aren't some newcomer. You're the vice president running for president. You own the last 4 years. Wayne says he sent me a couple things. Let me take a look at that, Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne. There we go. Yeah, it's the videos of the Haitians. Yeah, with the cats. She eating the cat. Oh goodness, yeah. It's just rumors. It's just rumors. The mayor says it's not happening. It's happening. Here's a lot of Americans they're geographically ignorant. They don't know where things are in the world. Haiti. There's two countries most people don't associate with each other. You know the Dominican Republic? Yeah, Haiti and the Dominican Republic are on the same fucking island. One is primarily African and the other is primarily Hispanic. Wayne says caught her after she killed it and was eating it. Yeah. And they're doing similar shit in some boroughs in New York. Except I'm trying to think what other group. They're actually doing sacrifices. They're doing what? Let me pull that up. Let's find that. Yeah, animal sacrifices are on the rise in New York City with pigs, rats, birds discovered tortured to death as part of religious rituals. Let's see where this is from. Haitian. Is this Haitian too? This is areas of Jamaica Bay and Howard Beach. It's been nicknamed Sacrifice Shores. Right, Hindi. I knew it was different. This is these are the Hindis. Due to large Hindu, Guyanese, and Caribbean population in the area. Animal sacrifices in fucking New York City. To be clear, that's not unknown. I mean the what the hell are they? Help me out, folks. It's the voodoo. There we go. Voodoo practitioners are known to do animal sacrifices, and in fact, they've got, if my memory serves me, they have been cleared to do certain types, but they have to follow the same edicts that a butcher shop would do. So it's more regulated. But from what I understand, what's happening now, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. Kind of weird. Yeah, so we got gangs taking over, foreign gangs. We got sacrifices. We got eating pets and wildlife. And it's not like we don't eat ducks. We eat ducks and geese, but there's a hunting season and there's a proper way and excuse me, coffee, and an improper way of doing that, and they ain't been doing it the proper way. Ain't been doing it the proper way. Like I wrote, you can't import thousands of people from third world countries and put them in an area and not expect the third world country to be imported. You're not just importing the people. You have now created third world ghettos in the United States. Duh, no shit. What'd they think was going to happen? What did they think was going to happen? Stop it. Crime going through the roof. Good. You can. That's same. I talked to the missus about this, and this is not PC to say, but there's certain groups of people. I'm not just talking about immigrants. I'm talking about there's certain groups of people that if a family moves into your neighborhood, you go, okay, not a problem. You get 2 or 3 families, you go, oh, we got some problems. You got 5 families, you go, oh shit. Crimes, you're missing hubcaps, you're missing, your cars are getting broken into, windows are getting broken, general crime is going through the roof. It is the way it is. Oh, that's racist. No, it's not. It's pointing out the truth. How about this? Stop it. They can choose not to be this way. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. You're making a choice. Seen it happen. Seen it happen. I watched different groups move up from different groups Move into immigrant groups, move into the towns, and the towns go to shit. Different groups coming up from Massachusetts, coming into the suburbs around the capital area here. Towns go to shit. Peggy says they don't care as long as they can give them a voter ID. Yeah. It's crazy. First, it's count, though. Count for bodies, for representation. We need to change that shit. It needs to be representation for legal citizens, not just bodies. Legal citizens. Because they get representation, and then the people that are in the area get to vote. And they get more representatives. You don't need the immigrants, legal or otherwise, to actually cast a single vote to benefit from it. Because they count as bodies in the census. And that goes to representation. It's all a game. Like I said, we're not a democracy. We need to get rid of that freaking thought right off the bat. Donna says, I guess Johnson has scrapped the SAVE Act. Has he? SAVE Act is the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act. Why do you scrap it? Yeah, it's just proof of citizenship. You need to. That was one of the stipulations. Yeah, you need to prove to be a citizen to vote in federal elections. Makes sense to me. Civil rights groups letter in opposition to SAVE Act, of course, because the civil rights group don't care about civil rights. They care about power. Johnson's plans to pair a bill funding the government to 6 months will be blah, 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 threaten. Yeah. They call it a stunt. It's not a stunt. They can't get it passed. The same way as the Democrats are not going to be able to pass any national gun control laws. They're just not. And the Republicans aren't going to be able to pass the SAVE Act. They're just not. Because the numbers are too close. The numbers are too close. It's just the way it works. But it's not a stunt. Man, my eyes are burning. Got 10 more minutes, folks. My belly's in a bunch. Belly's in a bunch. So what else we got going out there? What else we got? Never forget 9/11. This is the first year that it has not just flooded all of my social media. Like I said, I pulled up my homepage on Facebook right now, or earlier tonight. Yeah, I'm scrolling down and there's no... The meme came up. Let them eat cats. It's 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 Kamala Harris dressed up like Marie Antoinette. Okay, I'm still scrolling down and nothing about 9/11. I'm still scrolling. Nope. Yeah. Nothing. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm scrolling the whole time. Not a single 9/11 post. I posted about it because I will not forget. Not going to be memory hold because it was a damn freaking shit show last night. Okay. Anything else, folks? Jerry says that makes me mad. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Wayne says I was deployed to Eskin Village, Saudi Arabia, 9/11/2001. We were at the end of our second full day on the ground when we heard America was under attack. Yeah, that must have been a mite bit hairy. Peggy says she had a lot of 9/11 posts on her page. Well, that's good. That's good. Nothing came up on my feed. What was I doing? I was moderating a couple online forums and groups at that time, so had my hands full. Eskin Village was built by the Bin Laden Construction Company. Yeah, and they built a lot of shit. He built a lot of shit. Yeah. Yeah. People talking about, oh yeah, it's those groups they attract these, the poor and the downtrodden. It's like, yeah, all their leadership comes from good families. Radicalization in Islam is not based on your being poor or uneducated, because Bin Laden was educated and he certainly wasn't poor. Tall feller. Yep. Laurel says my brother had been scheduled to work at the Pentagon that day. Fortunately, he was working off-site. Yeah, a lot going on. You had Pennsylvania, you had the Pentagon, and you had Twin Towers. Yeah. Quite the day. Surreal. Absolutely surreal. Never forget. Yep. was about that time. I got 5 minutes, 5 more minutes, but I think I'm going to have to shut it down. Judy says, I will never forget how it felt that day and the day after. Yeah, and it was surreal. And then the shortly after, and they started pulling that fucking PC shit where, oh, don't fly the American flag because you're going to scare immigrants. Fuck you. Our country was under attack, and you're worried about us scaring immigrants? Police departments and fire departments taking the American flags off their vehicles. Are you stupid? Stop it. Just stop it, you bunch of retards. Try to make you feel like you're somehow victimizing other people for caring about your country, and they're in your... Look, you know what? If the American flag scares you being in the United States, get the fuck out of my country. It's that simple. It's simple. I'm going to stop flying my flag because it's going to supposedly scare some immigrant. No, sorry. If you're that scared, leave. Go. But that was that. I'll see you online tomorrow morning. Let's keep our fingers crossed for my property. You want an ice flag? Yeah. Man. You want an ice flag to fly at my house? Yeah. Yeah. Yipper. But yeah, I'll see you all online tomorrow. Be up early. We'll see what's going on. Laura says, I'll say an extra prayer for you tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Judy says, good night, y'all. And prayers in your sale of the house. Thank you. Yeah, it's just another step. Another step. They call my neighborhood Little Mexico. Yeah. Yeah. Put an ice flag on all four corners of the property. Peggy says, good night, John and all. Good night, all, and thank you, John. You're most welcome, Peggy. Thank you for joining the show again. Peggy, Wayne, Judy, Laurel, Donna, Gus, I know you stopped in. I know you were listening. Gus, whoever else was there, we got more there. Numbers are higher. Wayne says, good luck with your property. Thank you. Thank you. Needs to. I've invested my tax money into fixing problems. It needs to sell. Needs to sell. But good night, all. Y'all have a good evening. Get some rest. Again, I will see you tomorrow online. Folks inclined and have the ability, please feel free to use the links in the description of the show to help donate to keep the show and all other content flowing. And, well, God bless and take care.